Lesson number 4. Future and interrogative sentences. Before we start the lesson, let's revise the previous lesson. In the previous lesson, we learned that to make a negative sentence, we will first use subject, then predicate, then nahi, and then tense. That means signs of tense or helping verb of tense. In this way, the structure will be subject plus predicate plus not plus tense. We have also learned that there are 4 kinds of signs of past or helping verbs of past, and these are tha, thi, the, and thi. Tha is used with male singular, thi is used with female singular, and now the. The is used for 3 meanings. Number 1, with male plural. Number 2, with a singular male to give respect. Number 3, with tum and aap, male singular and plural, in the meaning of tum sab, tum log, aap sab, aap log. And the last one is thi. Thi is used for 3 meanings. Number 1, with female plural. Number 2, with female singular to give respect. Number 3, with aap for singular female, or with tum sab, aap sab with plural female. We also learned that there are 4 basic signs of a female or feminine, and they are: number 1, the word with ends with the sound of e. Number 2, the thing is female in actuality. Number 3, the word with ends with the sound of t, I mean ta. Number 4, listening, and this is real signs of a female. Now we are going to match the exercise of the past lesson. If you did not do the homework yet, please do it so that you can check your progress.
Okay guys, so we are going to do the exercise and I'm sure that you have done the homework. Okay, so the homework is related to lesson number 3, and lesson number 3 we have talked about past and negative sentences. Okay guys, let's do the homework. And we have learned in the structure part that to make a sentence in negative, we will first say subject, then predicate, and then nahi, and then tense. Okay, so we have to follow this structure to complete or to say the structure of negative sentences. Okay, so the first sentence is he was not absent. He was not absent. So how will you say? We will say वह गैर हाजिर नहीं था. वह गैर हाजिर नहीं था. Okay, so subject is वह and predicate is गैर हाजिर. गैर हाजिर. गैर हाजिर नहीं means not, and था because of था. So he. You can see me. We have told here he, and we use he singular male. That is why in the tense or in the sign of tense we have used here tha. Okay, so whenever our subject is singular and male and we are not giving respect, in this case the sentence is past, so we will say tha. Okay, wo ghair hazir nahi tha. But if you want to use the same sentence with a male to give respect, in this case you will say वो गैर हाजिर नहीं थे. वो गैर हाजिर नहीं थे. Okay, so he was not absent. We will say वो गैर हाजिर नहीं था. So you can see here that this sentence is in negative and we have followed the same structure. Subject here, subject, predicate, गैर हाजिर नहीं नहीं, and then tense, sign of tense. Okay, so we have followed the same structure which we have learned in the grammar part. Okay, and next sentence is Fatima was not a nurse. Maybe you're talking that no, she was not a nurse, she was a hostess, like that. Okay, so you're talking, so Fatima was not a nurse. How will you say? We will say Fatima nurse nahi thi. Fatima nurse nahi thi. Okay, so here we have used thi. Why? Because Fatima, she is female. and we have learned in the grammar part that when subject is female singular, in this case for past we will use the. Okay, and here we did not give respect. If you want to give respect in this case, you can say Fatima nurse nahi thi, right? Maybe Fatima is elder than you and you want to talk about Fatima. In this case we will say Fatima nurse nahi and then thi. But you are talking informally or you are talking generally, in this case we will say Fatima nurse nahi thi. And this sentence is in negative, so we have followed the same structure. First subject, then predicate being nurse, right? Being nurse, and not, then we have followed not, and then we have followed the tense or sign of tense. Okay, so Fatima was not a nurse. How will you say? You will say Fatima nurse nahi thi. Or informal way you will say Fatima nurse nahi thi. Okay, next sentence is Sajid was not a professor. Maybe he was a doctor, dentist or something else. You're talking about someone. So in this case, you say Sajid was not a professor. How will you say in Urdu? In Urdu, we will say this sentence as Sajid professor nahi tha. Sajid professor nahi tha. Okay, so here Sajid is male. That is why we have used tha as a sign of tense for past. Okay, but if you want to give respect, you will say Sajid professor nahi the. But you are talking generally, you are not talking the context of respect. In this case, you told tha. If you want to give respect, in this case, you will say the. Okay. So this sentence, Sajid was not a professor, in negative. That is why we have followed Sajid subject and then predicate being professor. Professor nahi, we have told nahi, and tense tha. Because Sajid is his male, that is why we have told here nahi tha. Okay guys, so Sajid was not a professor. In Urdu, how will you say? You will say Sajid professor nahi tha. Okay, but if you want to give respect or you want to talk formally, you will say Sajid professor nahi the. Okay, Sajid professor nahi the. The next sentence is Hina was not a doctor. Hina was not a doctor. Maybe she was a nurse. Okay, so Hina was not a doctor. How will you say? In Urdu, we will say Hina doctorni nahi thi. Hina doctorni nahi thi. So Hina, she is female. That is why we have told here thi. And doctor we change into doctorni for a female. Okay, so Hina doctorni, we have told here doctorni for female. Nahi, not thi, sign of tense. And Hina here, she is singular and female. That is why we have told here thi. Okay, and formally we will say nahi thi, but we are doing that homework or the exercise generally. So we will say Hina doctorni nahi thi. Okay, so this sentence is in negative. That is why we have followed the structure of first subject, Hina, then predicate being doctor or doctorni, and then nahi, and then tense. Okay, sign of tense past. So Hina was not a doctor. We'll say in Urdu, Hina doctorni nahi thi. Hina doctorni nahi thi. Okay. And the next sentence is they were not in the playground. They were not in the playground. How will you say? We will say वो लोग खेल के मैदान में नहीं थे. वो लोग खेल के मैदान में नहीं थे. और we can say वो सब खेल के मैदान में नहीं थे. वो सब खेल के मैदान में नहीं थे. So here we have used they in the context of male. That is why we have told here वो लोग or वो सब. And here we have used they. But if you want to use the same for female, you will say वो सब खेल के मैदान में नहीं थी और वो लोग खेल के मैदान में नहीं थी. Okay. And the next sentence is she was not in the office. She was not in the office. How will you say? You will say वो दफ्तर में नहीं थी. Or in formal way we will say वो दफ्तर में नहीं थी. Okay, so she was not in the office. वो दफ्तर में नहीं थी. Or we can say वो दफ्तर में नहीं थी. Okay, so because she female, that is why as a tense we have used here थी or थी. Okay, here we have used थी, not giving respect in formal way, but if you use थी it means you are giving respect, so we will say थी. Okay, so this sentence is in negative, that is why the structure is subject plus predicate plus nahi plus tense. So in this case our sentence will be she was not in the office, वो subject, and daftar mein being in the office predicate, and then nahi we have followed nahi, and then tense thi. Okay, so she was not in the office. How will you say? In formal way we will say वो दफ्तर में नहीं थी, वो दफ्तर में नहीं थी. In formal way we will say वो दफ्तर में थी, वो दफ्तर में थी. Okay, and the next sentence is I was not in the shop. I was not in the shop. So how will you say? We will say मैं दुकान में नहीं था. मैं दुकान में नहीं था. As a male था. Okay, but if you are a female you will say मैं दुकान में नहीं थी. मैं दुकान में नहीं थी. Okay, so this sentence is in negative. That is why we have followed the structure of subject plus predicate plus nahi plus tense. So मैं subject, दुकान में being in the shop predicate, and nahi, this is nahi in the meaning of not, and then tense sign of tense tha or thi. So in the first sentence we have used मैं नहीं था because you are male, and if there is a female she will say मैं दुकान में नहीं थी. She will say थी. Okay guys, so I was not in the shop. As a male in Urdu we will say मैं दुकान में नहीं था, and as a female you will say मैं दुकान में नहीं थी. Okay, था for male and थी for female. And the next sentence is we were not in the room. We were not in the room. So in this case we will say हम सब कमरे में नहीं थे. हम सब कमरे में नहीं थे. और we can say हम लोग कमरे में नहीं थे. हम लोग कमरे में नहीं थे. Okay, so we subject in the meaning of हम लोग और हम सब, and then predicate being in the room कमरे में, and then नहीं नहीं, and then tense थे. Because हम लोग और हम सब we use as plural, that is why we have told here हम लोग कमरे में नहीं थे. Okay, so we were not in the room means हम लोग कमरे में नहीं थे. हम लोग कमरे में नहीं थे. और we can say हम सब कमरे में नहीं थे. हम सब कमरे में नहीं थे. Okay, and the next sentence is Ahmad and his brother were not in the classroom. Ahmad and his brother were not in the classroom. So how we will say? We will say अहमद और उसके भाई दर्सगाह में नहीं थे. अहमद और उसके भाई दर्सगाह में नहीं थे. Okay, so Ahmad and his brother, this is subject. So अहमद और उसके भाई दर्सगाह में means in the classroom, being in the classroom predicate, and नहीं means not थे because of plural. अहमद और उसके भाई, it become plural because they are two. Okay, so Ahmad and his brother were not in the classroom. We will say अहमद और उसके भाई दर्सगाह में नहीं थे. अहमद और उसके भाई दर्सगाह में नहीं थे. So here we have used थे because they are male and plural. Okay, because they are two and both of them are male. Okay, so this sentence is in negative, so the structure is subject plus predicate plus nahi plus tense. So we have followed the same. अहमद और उसके भाई, अहमद और उसके भाई subject, predicate दर्सगाह में, नहीं and tense थे. Okay, so अहमद और उसके भाई दर्सगाह में नहीं थे means Ahmad and his brother were not in the classroom. And the next sentence is the girls were not in the college. So how we will say? We will say लड़कियां कॉलेज में नहीं थी. लड़कियां कॉलेज में नहीं थी. Okay, so the girls plural, they are female. That is why we have told here थी. Okay, with female plural we will use थी. Okay, so the girls subject लड़कियां and being in the college predicate college में we say college में नहीं थी tense. Okay, so the girls were not in the college means लड़कियां कॉलेज में नहीं थी. लड़कियां कॉलेज में नहीं थी. Okay guys, so I hope that the homework was clear and you understood everything clearly.
And now we'll start today's lesson. Today's lesson is structure of interrogative sentence. I mean, Sawaliya Jumle. In this lesson, we will learn about the structure of interrogative sentences and about the helping verb or signs of future. Before we start the structure of interrogative sentences, we should know what does interrogative sentences mean. In Urdu, an interrogative sentence is called as Sawaliya Jumla. And an interrogative sentence means the sentence that has a questions word in it, like what, where, who, etc. In this sentence, we ask questions about something of someone. For example, where are you this time? Are you not okay? Who is this man with you? etc. If you talk about English, for interrogative sentences we first say questions word, then helping verb, then subject, and then predicate. For example, why are you in the office? There is also a rule in Urdu for interrogative sentence and its own structure. There are two kinds of interrogative sentences. First, the interrogative sentence which starts with the questions words like what, where, whom, etc. As you say, where is my key? Where are you this time? In this case, the structure for interrogative in Urdu will be as follows: subject plus predicate plus question word plus tense. For example, आप कैसे हैं? आप कैसे हैं? आप कैसे हैं? How are you? चाबी कहाँ है? चाबी कहाँ है? चाबी कहाँ है? What is the key? टोपी कहाँ थी? टोपी कहाँ थी? टोपी कहाँ थी? Where was the cap? मेरी टोपी मेज पर कहाँ थी? मेरी टोपी मेज पर कहाँ थी? मेरी टोपी मेज पर कहाँ थी? Where was my cap on the table? And now the second one, the interrogative sentence which starts with helping verbs like is, are, am, was, were, etc. As we say, are you in the office? Is the key inside the car? In this case, the interrogative structure in Urdu will be as follows: किया plus subject plus predicate plus tense. किया, subject, predicate and tense. For example, क्या आप ऑफिस में हो? और क्या तुम ऑफिस में हो? क्या आप ऑफिस में हो? और क्या तुम ऑफिस में हो? क्या आप ऑफिस में हो? क्या तुम ऑफिस में हो? Means, are you in the office? क्या वो ठीक हैं? क्या वो ठीक हैं? क्या वो ठीक हैं? Is he okay? Summary. What we learned till now is that there are two kinds of interrogative sentences. First, the sentence which starts with questions word like what, where, who, etc. and its structure will be subject plus predicate plus question word plus tense. For example, आप कैसे हैं? आप कैसे हैं? And the second structure which starts with helping verbs like is, are, am, was, were, etc. In this case, we will follow the following structure in Urdu: क्या plus subject plus predicate plus tense. For example, क्या आप दफ्तर में हैं? क्या आप दफ्तर में हैं? क्या आप दफ्तर में हैं? Hope you understood till here. And now we're going to start about the helping verb or signs of future tense in Urdu. And there are three basic signs of future: ga, gi, ge. Ga, gi, ge. But we will divide it into the following: hoga, ho, ga, hoga, hogi, ho, gi, hogi, honge, 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 hongi, 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 hoge, 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 honga, 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 hongi, 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 hoga, hogi, honge, hongi, hoge, honga, hongi. First of all, we will talk about hoga, hoga, hoga. We use होगा with male singular as we say वो दफ्तर में होगा, वो दफ्तर में होगा, वो दफ्तर में होगा. He will be in the office. वो पार्टी में होगा, वो पार्टी में होगा, वो पार्टी में होगा. He will be at the party. And now we'll talk about होगी, होगी. We use होगी with female singular as we say वो बावर्ची खाने में होगी, वो बावर्ची खाने में होगी, वो बावर्ची खाने में होगी. She will be in the kitchen. आयशा स्कूल में होगी, आयशा स्कूल में होगी, आयशा स्कूल में होगी. Aisha will be in the school. And now we'll talk about होंगे, होंगे, होंगे. So, होंगे is used for three meanings. First, होंगे is used with male plural as we say लड़के दरसगाह में होंगे, लड़के दरसगाह में होंगे, लड़के दरसगाह में होंगे. The boys will be in the classroom. Second, we use होंगे with a singular male to give respect. As we say, आपके अब्बू दफ्तर में नहीं होंगे, आपके अब्बू दफ्तर में नहीं होंगे, आपके अब्बू दफ्तर में नहीं होंगे. Your father will not be in the office. उस्ताद मीटिंग में होंगे, उस्ताद मीटिंग में होंगे, उस्ताद मीटिंग में होंगे. The teacher will be in the meeting. And now the third way of using होंगे. So we use होंगे with आप or आप सब or आप लोग when we use it with male. As we say, उस वक्त आप दरसगाह में नहीं होंगे, उस वक्त आप दरसगाह में नहीं होंगे, उस वक्त आप दरसगाह में नहीं होंगे. You will not be in the classroom at that time. And now we'll talk about होंगी, होंगी, होंगी. We use होंगी for three meanings. First, we use it with female plural. For example, लड़कियां बावर्ची खाने में होंगी, लड़कियां बावर्ची खाने में होंगी. The girls will be in the kitchen. Second, we use this with a female singular to give respect. As you say, उसकी अम्मी बाजार में होंगी, उसकी अम्मी बाजार में होंगी, उसकी अम्मी बाजार में होंगी. His mom will be in the market. Third, we use this with आप or आप लोग or आप सब when we use it with female. For example, उस वक्त आप दरसगाह में नहीं होंगी, उस वक्त आप दरसगाह में नहीं होंगी, उस वक्त आप दरसगाह में नहीं होंगी. You will not be in the classroom that time. And now we'll talk about होगे, होगे, होगे. We use होगे with तुम singular that has the meaning of you and तुम सब, तुम लोग plural that has the meaning of you all. As we say, तुम सब इस वक्त कहाँ होगे, तुम सब इस वक्त कहाँ होगे, तुम सब इस वक्त कहाँ होगे. Where will you be at this time? तुम यहाँ कब होगे, तुम यहाँ कब होगे, तुम यहाँ कब होगे. When will you be here? And now we'll talk about होंगा, होंगा, होंगा. होंगा is always used with मैं for male. As a male will say, मैं दफ्तर में होऊंगा, मैं दफ्तर में होऊंगा, मैं दफ्तर में होऊंगा. I'll be in the office. मैं जामिया में नहीं होऊंगा, मैं जामिया में नहीं होऊंगा, मैं जामिया में नहीं होऊंगा. I'll not be in the university. And now we'll talk about होंगी, गी, होंगी. When a female talks and she says मैं in her talk in Urdu, at the time she will use होंगी, होंगी. As she will say मैं ऑफिस में होंगी, मैं ऑफिस में होंगी, मैं ऑफिस में होंगी. I'll be in the office. मैं बाजार में होंगी, मैं बाजार में होंगी, मैं बाजार में होंगी. I'll be in the market. And now the summary. We learned that there are three signs or helping verbs of future, and they are ga, gi, ge. However, we will divide these into the following parts: hoga, hogi, honge, hongi, hoge, honga, and hongi. Once again, hoga, hogi, honge, hongi, hoge, honga, and hongi. So, hoga is used with male singular and hoge is used with female singular, while honge is used for three meanings. Number 1, with male plural. Number 2, with a singular male to give respect. Number 3, with aap or aap sab or aap log when we use it with male. And now, hongi. Hongi is also used for three meanings. Number 1, with female plural. Number 2, with a female singular to give respect. Number 3, with aap or aap sab or aap log when we use it with female. And now, hoge. We use hoge with tum, singular, in the meaning of you, and tum sab, tum log, plural, in the meaning of you all. And now, honga. Honga. Honga is always used with mai for male, and hongi. Hongi. Hongi is always used with mai for female. That's all about today. Now we are going to learn the vocabulary session. Pronoun objective case. उसे, उसको, उसे, उसको. Him or her. उन्हें, उन लोगों को, उन सबको. उन्हें, उन लोगों को, उन सबको. Them. आपको, तुम्हें, तुमको, तुझे, तुझको. आपको, तुम्हें, तुमको, तुझे, तुझको. These are used in the meaning of you for singular. And आप लोगों को, आप सबको, तुम लोगों को, तुम सबको. आप लोगों को, आप सबको, तुम लोगों को, तुम सबको. These are also used in the meaning of you, but for plural. And मुझे, मुझको, मुझे, मुझको. These are used in the meaning of me. And हमको, हम लोगों को, हम सबको, हमें. हमको, हम लोगों को, हम सबको, हमें. These are used in the meaning of us. We did not give any examples about pronoun objective case here, as we did not start learning about verbs and object. We will learn about all these with examples at its proper place. As of now, just memorize the meaning of these words. And now we'll learn some daily used sentences. So, to wish for any festival we say, Eidul Fitr Mubarak ho. Eidul Fitr Mubarak ho. Or Eidul Adha Mubarak ho. Eidul Adha Mubarak ho. Happy Eidul Fitr. Eidul Fitr Mubarak ho. Eidul Adha Mubarak ho. Happy Eidul Adha. To wish someone about marriage, we will say, Shadi Mubarak ho. Shadi Mubarak ho. Happy marriage. To wish someone about the exam, we will say, Khuda Asan Kare. Khuda Asan Kare. Or खुदा आसानी का मामला करे, खुदा आसानी का मामला करे. All the best. To congratulate someone, for example, someone who passed any exam or got any prize or something else, we say Mubarak ho, Mubarak ho. Congratulations. बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो, बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो. Many congratulations. When someone wishes us, at that time we will say बहुत शुक्रिया, बहुत शुक्रिया. Thank you. And now the exercise of the lesson. We have learned many different things till now. Now it's time to do the exercise. So get ready and use the following sentences in Urdu according to the given structure. Subject plus predicate plus question word plus tense. And the second structure is kya plus subject plus predicate plus tense. Where is the pen? Where is the pen? When was the car on the road? When was the car on the road? Where will be the keys? Where will be the keys? Who will be in the office? Who will be in the office? When will the teacher in the office? When will the teacher in the office? Where was the mom yesterday? Where was the mom yesterday? Will you be at the party? Will you be at the party? When will be the meeting? When will be the meeting? When will you be in the class? When will you be in the class? Where is Zaid? Where is Zaid? Are you okay today? Are you okay today? Is Zishan here? Is Zishan here? Is everything okay? Is everything okay? Are you not doctors? Are you not doctors? Please do not start the next lesson until you revise this lesson and understand it completely. Revise this lesson, do the exercise, and then also read the next lesson before you start watching the video of the next lesson, as it will help you understand the video in a better way. Thank you.